hope you're ready for a nice, relaxing country drive because I'm taking you on a road tour of Fairview, Tennessee. And I'm going to give you a surefire test to tell if this is the place for you. Let's get started. The big building over here is the rec center. It has everything. It has a full gym, it has a basketball court, pickleball, it has all kinds of classes, yoga, martial arts, anything you can think of. Jazzercise, iron bodies, Pilates, all kinds of stuff. Boxing. And then we have a seasonal pool, which is great for the kids to cool off during the summer. Really fun place. There's a bunch of soccer fields up here, the playground, and something a lot of people won't tell you or you might not know, but on the back of the rec center is a trash collection site. So you can bring all of your junk here and get rid of it. It's great. They take everything. So construction material when you're renovating, and they also have a Goodwill drop-off. So you can get rid of everything. I know right now in our country there's some states that are having difficulty with that because of infrastructure issues. This facility will take all your junk and you can get rid of it all and then replace it with new stuff. Fairview High School, and it has a really great football field, and there are just a ton of sports here. There's a lot of students that get scholarships, and so they have all kinds of sports: baseball, wrestling, football, soccer, anything you might be interested in, volleyball, tennis. And then besides that, they have a bunch of different programs. They have a program for nursing and for robotics, and there's a couple programs where you can actually get an associate's degree while you're in high school. So there's just a ton of opportunity for kids. And then logistically, it's nice because we've got the Fairview High School here, the middle school is right next to it, and across the street is the elementary school. And so if you have kiddos that have different ages, it kind of makes it easier logistically. Now, of course, there is a little bit of a traffic jam during drop-off and pickup, but as long as you know that with your work schedule, it's easy to get around. are here at Bowie Park in Fairview, Tennessee, and this is by far one of the best features of the whole area, one of the best parks in the country. It is one of the largest city parks, and there is just everything. There's a huge playground behind me for the little kiddos, and there are a ton of trails, walking, running, horseback trails. There is a 4-mile parameter trail, and so just a ton of outdoor things to do. There are some lakes that are stocked for fishing, and it's just really a beautiful place to hang out and get your vitamin D and get some outdoor time with the family. This really seems nerdy, but I had to include the library. It's not the largest library. It's really cute and sweet, but because it's part of Williamson County, you can order almost any book. They have a massive database of books, and so if they don't have it here, you just request it, and in a couple days, it will be here. We're coming up to TriStar Medical Plaza. This and an emergency clinic is really your only healthcare choices in town. So this plus about 3 dentists is what's in town. Now, having said that, remember Fairview is about a 40-minute drive, 25 miles into downtown Nashville. Downtown Nashville has a ton of endless medical choices. There is St. Thomas, there is Vanderbilt, all kinds of hospitals. In Franklin, there is Williamson County Medical Center that is amazing, and Dixon also has some choices. So it really doesn't matter who your insurance accepts, because you have a ton of choices, and you'll definitely be able to find someone that is in your coverage. So in Fairview, this is the fast-paced urgent care clinic. It's just for basic emergency type care. It's obviously not a hospital, so it is limited inside Fairview, but the emergency hospitals, the cancer care treatment places, heart specialists, all of that you will be able to find within about a 40-minute drive. We're entering Westwood Elementary School. It completely depends on your address of which elementary school you would be zoned for. There's 2 in Fairview. There's Westwood and Fairview Elementary School. We're here at Canos, and this, in my opinion, is the best Mexican restaurant in town. There are 2 other choices. Just remember, you heard it from me first. Taco Tuesday is the very best here. There is also a Japanese restaurant and Jefferson's, which I believe is American cuisine. So the choices for restaurants and food is somewhat limited in Fairview. However, remember, you're 25 miles away from every possible restaurant, venue, concert, eatery, event that you could ever imagine. So it really doesn't matter that Fairview doesn't have everything, because it doesn't need everything. This is One Church Home Church, built in 2023. Christian non-denominational, great church. And there are also a handful of others in town, First Baptist and a bunch of others that are great. Great way to connect with people, especially when you're new to town. This is where the real excitement happens. Fairview baseball and softball. Really great way to get connected and meet a ton of people. This is the 96 that connects with the 40. The 40 is the fastest way to downtown Nashville. We just passed Whiskey Fire, who was voted best barbecue in the area. When we first got started on this tour, I promised that I would give you a surefire way to test to see if this is the place for you. So the test is that this is probably one of the worst seasons to shoot a tour for Fairview, Tennessee. The reason is because we're in winter. It's the end of December, and it really is not as beautiful as it normally is. So if during this tour you have felt like, wow, that's really the place for me, then it probably is. But seeing the worst of the seasons of the year, really, if that really sets you off and you just couldn't handle it, then it's probably not the place for you. Because there's about, even though our winter is fairly mild, there is about 3 months where it's just kind of gray. The sun does come out, thankfully. A lot of times like today, it's 60 degrees, sunny, bright, but all of the trees have lost their leaves. And so in comparison with the other seasons of the year, it's not as beautiful. In spring, there are a huge amount of flowering trees. It's green and lush and gorgeous. And in the fall, the leaves are so brilliant and beautiful. So really, we just kind of get spoiled with the different seasons. And so when we come into winter, it doesn't look as pretty. So this is kind of giving you a worst case scenario.